Hey, I don't really know how well this one's going to turn out, and hopefully it'll do pretty good. Bringing it a little bit closer, that helps some. I guess it's light enough. Anyway, who'd they call? Not me. Nope, not me. Um, the bad thing about driving a regular taxi is I have all these goddamn identifying numbers on my car. And there was one Wednesday, I was in my BP in Harrisburg, and I'm sitting there and I'm tripping out with one of my BP friends. And I was telling her about this story of I rolled through the airport late night one night, and there was a guy standing on the curb at the taxi line just looking lost and forlorn. And I rolled up and I was just like, hey, baby, you need a ride? And he broke out laughing and he was like, yes, and I'm so glad to see you. So this guy got in my car, right? And he was going to one of the local hotels near the airport, small trip, no sweat. And I took him, and he was telling me how he was stranded in Charlotte. He was on his way somewhere else, and he was just really bummed out because he's stuck here. He missed his connecting flight. And poor little thing. But anyway, so this guy got out of my car and fucked around and left his boarding pass in the back seat. Now, I didn't see it right away because I went to the Circle K and I got some cigarettes and no, first I went to McDonald's and got some coffee, and then I went to the gas station, got cigarettes, and got some milk, and I was just sitting in my car and everything and screwing around on Facebook, and I happened to turn, and something light colored in the back seat caught my eye. I went back there and looked at it. It was his boarding pass. Hello, he's going to need that to get on his airplane, right? So I'm calling the hotel. I was like, look, this is this person's name. I am the taxi driver that brought him there. He left his boarding pass in my back seat. Can you connect me to the room? They were renovating and shit, and their phones were screwed, so no, they couldn't connect me to the room. So the front desk clerk went and knocked on his door. I was like, I'm on my way there right now. So I took this guy his boarding pass. He was super happy to see it and everything else. Cool. Now, the couple days later, I'm in Harrisburg at my favorite little BP, and I'm tripping out with one of my BP friends. And I was telling her about that, and I got to the point where, I was like, yeah, and I went and I got milk and everything else, and I heard this voice over my right shoulder. He's talking about, I got milk. I got milk. Yeah, and it comes with its own little straw. Isn't that convenient for you? And I totally dismissed the dude. Okay, so that was a Wednesday afternoon. All right, Friday night, I'm driving and they keep forcing a trip on my tablet, and I'm like, decline, 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 because they're asking for me by card number in my little tiny town. And I'm looking at the name and I'm like, well, I didn't get to see the name first until I accepted it. Finally, I was just like, man, fuck, okay, accept. Okay, right about the time I hit accept, dispatch called me to make sure I got the call information, and I'm looking at everything, and it's saying that they're at my store, but giving the address to a house beside on the street beside the store, and the name, I don't recognize this dude or this phone number. And I told dispatch, I said, I'm going to go because I'm on my way home and I live there. I said, but be prepared for this person to call back and ask for another ride because I don't know them, and I need to go find out who I need to look out for in my town. So I pull up to the BP. It's about 11 o'clock. BP closed at 10. So I pull up closest to the doors where all the bright lights are, and my car is lit up inside and out like the mothership. Okay, here comes this little thing bouncing across the parking lot. And he reached back there and he jerked that back car door. And surprise, surprise, it didn't fucking move. Nobody sits around with their damn cars unlocked, especially if you could call me by number. I don't know you. So I cracked the passenger window like yay far. Okay, and when he booked the trip, he said he was basically going across the street, and for me to pick up in another county and drop off in another county, there's a $15 surcharge in addition to the meter. So he had three little $5 bills tri-folded, and he kept shoving it through the window. He was like, oh, you can roll the window down. I ain't gonna do nothing to you. I was like, I know the fuck you ain't. I was like, can I help you? You know me. No, I don't. Yes, you do. No, the fuck I don't. He's like, you can roll the window down. I ain't gonna do nothing to you. I know you ain't. And finally, he's shoving the money through the window. He's like, here, take this. I just took it. I put it in my damn pocket. Fuck it. Okay. So, This guy, he's jittery. He's all over the fucking place, completely animated, you know. And he's like, so what are you doing? You working? You going home? What are you doing? What are you doing? I was like, working. That's why I'm in this car, you know. I'm sorry, I keep looking for my number. Anyway, and he's like, well, man, I heard what you were saying in the store the other day, and that just turned me on. I was like, what? Yeah, man, that just turned me on. I started laughing. I'm laughing so hard at this guy because he's talking about, I just want to spend some time with you. I'll make it worth your while. Man, I'm laughing so hard. It is a miracle. His dick did not jump up out of his pants and grab him by the collar and jerk his ass home in embarrassment. And I mean, that's how hard I'm laughing at his stupid fucking ass. I mean, I was just like, dude, I am not DTF. I mean, really, just motherfucker, please. Seriously, get the fuck on. And I was like, you know that solicitation, prostitution is illegal in the state of North Carolina, right? Now, meanwhile, he's standing over there. I got cameras in my car. I'm wired for sight and sound. And he's literally just talking right into the goddamn microphone. I mean, this guy is a real dumb ass. A real dumb ass. And I'm just like, oh, God. So I've let off the gas. I never did park the car. He didn't get in. He's giving me money through a cracked window. He's not going to get in my car, and I'm not giving his fucking money back. I call that shit an aggravation fee for real. So I let off the gas, so I'm rolling through the parking lot. And he's having to walk and talk at the same time. Well, here, take my number, you know, call me and let me know. Let you know what? Let me know, you know, you want to. And I was like, dude, I can let you know right now. The answer to that shit is no. Fucktard. Hell to the no, no, no. And get the fuck off my car. But it doesn't end there. Okay? So there's one day, a couple weeks later, I'm at my favorite little BP gas station, and it's raining cats and fucking dogs, and I'm getting gas. And while I'm pumping my gas, I keep hearing this little voice over to my left. When you gonna get at me? When you gonna get at me? When you gonna get at me? There he is, standing there, putting gas in another car. And I'm like, what'd you say? He's like, when you gonna get at me? I said, I'm not. He said, why not? And I just started laughing and shit. He's like, yeah, you still owe me $15. I looked at him, I said, I don't owe you shit. I don't know what the fuck you talking about. I got in my goddamn car, man. Fuck you. I don't owe you shit. Damn dumbass. This same motherfucker. Okay, I was at BP one night. I'm getting ready to go. I had just got my van, so I'm parked on the side. Sun's starting to set. I'm cleaning on the car because I'm real fanatical about my car on the inside and outside. I got to have a clean ride. I'm embarrassed if my shit ain't clean. Anyway, so this fucker is sitting there. Done went home, came back with a stupid little stuffed animal. It's this little gorilla, and it's got a little shirt on the front, and it says, "Wow thing." Wow thing? Really? This motherfucker re-gifted a gift that his girlfriend gave him for fucking Valentine's Day. I was like, how goddamn lame can you be? Seriously. Seriously. And he's standing there, and I was like, thanks, you shouldn't have. No, really, you shouldn't have. And he's like, man, am I wasting my time? I was like, he's like, well, if I'm wasting my time, you know, just tell me, just to say, Robert, walk on. I said, Robert, walk the fuck on. And he left.